long division with remainders using number chips. This is the football version, and this walks students through the steps of long division using these number chips. And it's a lot of fun for the students. They can move these numbers around their screen in order to solve the division problems. So it starts with some vocabulary, dividend, divisor, and quotient, and then it shows the students where each of these go in the division problem. So if we have 58 divided by 9, 58, that first number, is the dividend. It's going to go inside the box. 9 is our divisor, goes outside the box. So the beginning of this lesson is just having students place the numbers correctly. So slide 4 has all of the numbers. This should be fairly simple for the students. Good practice moving the number chips, and it just reinforces for the students where the numbers go in each of these division problems. So we just click and hold on the edge, and then we can move these into place. So we have 52 divided by 7, and the color doesn't matter, just the number. And every slide has every number the students need. So as these problems get more difficult, students get toward the end of a problem and the numbers aren't working, they know they've made an error somewhere and they need to go back and check. So the first slide here is just placing the numbers correctly. And then it gives students the acronym DAD, MOM, SISTER, BROTHER to remember the steps of long division. Divide, multiply, subtract, and then bring down. And then we can repeat those steps if we need to. So we're going to start with the first step, which is divide. So we have 17 divided by 5. Students know now where to place the numbers. And 5 goes into 17 3 times with some left over. So the 3 goes up here. So they're just going to practice this first step. There are only 3 choices here, so it should make it fairly easy for the students. We have 45 divided by 6. They know where to place the numbers. 6 goes into 45 7 times with some left over. So we move the 7 into place. 7 goes into 38 5 times with some left over. And 5 goes into 6 1 time. The next slide, they're going to be using the first 2 steps, divide and then multiply. So we have 36 divided by 8. Students know where to place the numbers. 36 divided by 8. They've only got 3 numbers left. Now 8 goes into 36 4 times. So they move the 4 into place. And now they're going to multiply the numbers outside the box. So we get 8 times 4 is 32. And that's the first 2 steps, divide and then multiply. The next slide adds another step, the step of subtraction. So again, they're going to put the numbers in the correct place, 36 divided by 8. 8 goes into 36 4 times. Multiply, and they've already done these steps on the previous slide, so they can look back if they need to. 8 times 4 is 32. Now the next step is to subtract. So we're going to take 36, subtract 32, and we'll give 4. And then we just follow the arrow. 4 is our remainder, because 4 is smaller than 8. And so we get our answer, our quotient of 4, remainder 4. The students are going to practice this on the next couple of slides. Now on the next slide, we're going to add the next step. So we've got divide, multiply, subtract, and then bring down. So students know where to place the numbers. That should be fairly easy at this point. 3 goes into 5 1 time. They're going to multiply 3 times 1 and get 3. Next step is subtract. And then we're going to bring down that 5. Now 3 goes into 25 8 times, so the 8 goes up here. We're going to multiply these numbers on the outside, 8 times 3, and get 24. Next step is subtract, and we get our remainder of 1, so 18 remainder 1. So it just gradually walks them through these steps. And they've got a couple more to practice. The last one has a 3-digit divided by a 1-digit. When they get to the end, they get a slide that says excellent job. So this is the long division football version.